2025 treated racing game fans right, new drops, early access gems, and non-stop excitement. But 2026, this could be the takeover. The biggest names in the industry are lining up their most hyped sequels yet, ready to push graphics, physics, and realism to levels we've only imagined. So get comfortable, look in, and let's get straight into it. Since its early access launch, Assetto Corsa Rally has been steadily rolling out substantial updates with fresh content and key improvements. This rally-focused offshoot of the Assetto Corsa franchise aims to deliver one of the most authentic rally experiences yet, featuring advanced physics and laser-scanned real-world stages. The early access version was a strong debut, earning very positive user reviews on Steam, around 85%, and widespread praise for its outstanding physics, meticulously detailed environments, immersive audio, and demanding realism. I've put some time into it myself, admittedly on a gamepad, which was not the best choice. And although I noticed a few performance quirks and polish issues like a slightly floaty car feel and minor visual oddities, I was genuinely impressed by the foliage and rally stages themselves. Recent updates from the developers have added features like snow surface physics and started snow tires, showing ongoing refinement and growth. Looking ahead, the full release promises a significant expansion, including over 120 kilometers of laser-scanned rally routes, with more than 35 stage variants spanning international locations. The full version is currently expected to launch sometime between late 2026 and mid-2027. Wreckfest 2 is almost here, promising bigger crashes, intense racing, and pure demolition chaos. Like the original, it combines full contact racing, derby mayhem, and physics-driven destruction, but this time with a fully overhauled engine, more realistic crash simulations, and deeper customization options. Instead of slick supercars, you'll be behind the wheel of battered sedans, muscle cars, and bangers, pushing them to the limit across tracks packed with obstacles, jumps, intersections, and unpredictable moments. I spent quite a bit of time with the early access version and really enjoyed it. The sound design is phenomenal, the engine roars, the RPMs feel alive, the metallic red cabin sounds add an insane level of immersion. Early access launched on 20th March 2025 for PC, with full release expected before 31st March 2026, arriving simultaneously on PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series. Motorsport series, or EMS, is a forthcoming racing simulation developed by K2 Racing and published by Nikon that focuses on long-distance endurance racing, combining realistic driving with team strategy and race management. Unlike many traditional racing games, EMS isn't just about driving fast laps. It places equal emphasis on team coordination, strategy, and adaptability. You participate not only as a driver behind the wheel of endurance machinery, but also take on critical roles like race engineer and team strategist, which is quite a fresh touch as compared to previous sim racing games. Multiple classes of cars compete on track simultaneously, from hypercars, LMP2 or GTP prototypes to GT3 style machinery, giving varied pace groups and dynamic traffic management challenges during long races. The gameplay aims to capture the tension and strategy found in real-world endurance races like the 24 Hours of Le Mans. Expect dynamic weather effects, day-to-night transitions, and long race durations that require careful fuel, tire, and driver stint planning. The game was initially planned for a 2025 release but was delayed to early 2026 so developers can better implement features like online multiplayer and make sure the team-based experience is well polished before launch. Assetto Corsa Evo is the next big chapter in the Assetto Corsa sim racing lineup. It's developed by Kuna Simulazioni with 545 Games handling publishing. The goal this time is clear: level up the franchise with a new in-house engine that brings better physics, improved realism, sharper graphics, and a much more immersive driving feel than before. There's even been talk of an open world coming later on, and that alone has fans hyped. I mean, think about it. An open world Assetto Corsa could end up being a serious rival to the current champs of open world driving sims like Forza Horizon. I already dropped a full early access review on the channel, so So if you're curious, there should be a card at the top of this video to check it out. Personally, I love the lighting, and I was genuinely surprised we got VR and triple screen support this early in development. The team's been putting in the work, and the last major update released on December 4, 2025 brought in 10 new cars and 5 legendary tracks including the Nürburgring, Nordschleife and Monza. The full release was first expected in fall 2025, but plans shifted, and it's now set to arrive in 2026 while the devs continue polishing features and expanding the game. This next racing title is one that pretty much anyone can jump into. Gear Club Unlimited 3 is the latest entry in the Gear Club franchise, developed by Eden Games and published by Nikon. The series has been around for almost a decade now, pulling in millions of players by mixing easy to pick up racing with deep car customization and a satisfying progression system. This time around, the formula gets a big expansion with 2 different settings: sun-soaked Mediterranean roads and the winding mountainous routes of Japan. You'll dive into a story-driven mode focused on building and growing your own gear club across both regions, while getting a taste of local car culture and managing your crew along the way. One of the standout additions is the highway mode, which throws you into high-speed races at over 300 km/h through dense traffic on Japanese highways. It's pure adrenaline and leans more on quick reactions and race-taking than traditional circuit racing. The game features more than 40 licensed cars from major manufacturers including European brands like Porsche and Bugatti, alongside iconic Japanese names such as Nissan, Subaru and Mazda. You'll also get over 50 tracks across France and Japan covering highway runs, sprints and classic circuits. Personally, I really like the steering. It looks smoother and more refined than what you usually get in accessible simcade races. Gear Club Unlimited 3 launches first on Nintendo Switch 2 on 19 February 2026 with versions for PS5, Xbox Series console and PC coming later. Exact release dates for these platforms haven't been announced yet. About 4 months ago, Kayaks Technologies revealed the next big chapter in Kayaks Drift Racing series. Kayaks Drift Racing Online 2 is shaping up to be a proper drift-focused simulator, featuring competition-style formats and judging systems inspired by real-world drift championships. The core drifting experience has been pushed further with reworked physics and improved handling, developed alongside the Kayaks Motorsport team. The game leans heavily into drift culture and competitive driving, allowing players to progress from learning the basics in drift school all the way to battling in professional-level series. The studio really understands drifting at its core, and honestly, I've always been more of a fan of the drift racing titles compared to Kayak Street. There's also a full damage system that brings realistic wear, dents, and mechanical failures when you push too hard. Customization goes deeper as well with extensive tuning options for suspension, gearbox, ECU, and more, which is exactly what you'd expect from kayaks. The game features a lineup of iconic laser-scan drift locations including Ebisu Circuit, Nürburgring Nordschleife, Dominion Raceway, and Edium Raceway. An early access is currently available on Steam for PC, while a full release is planned for late 2026. PlayStation, Xbox, and potentially Nintendo platforms are expected after early access, though exact dates haven't been announced yet. Next, Screamer takes a different approach for modern racing sims, going all in on fast arcade-style gameplay and striking presentation. The driving is built around sharp reactions, aggressive moves, and constant momentum, encouraging players to push hard rather than chase perfect lap times. Races are designed to feel intense and dramatic, with close battles, bold overtakes, and a strong sense of speed. Visually, the game leans heavily into style. Trucks, cars, and race events are presented in a cinematic way, with dynamic camera work, dramatic lighting, and a futuristic atmosphere that makes every race feel exciting exciting, and memorable. The user interface, effects, and sound design all work together to create a high-energy arcade vibe that clearly separates it from sim-focused races. Gameplay progression is closely tied to events and rival encounters, keeping things fresh instead of repetitive. Each race is meant to feel impactful rather than just another step on a checklist. Screamer isn't trying to be realistic, it's all about spectacle, speed, and fun. The game is currently planned for PC, PlayStation 5, and Xbox Series, with the 2026 release window. More details are expected as development continues, but it's already shaping up to be a bold gameplay fast arcade racer. Next up on this list is one of my personal favorites. From the same studio behind Screamer, Ride 6 is the latest entry in Milestone's long-running motorcycle racing series. Known for its bike-focused gameplay, this installment takes the franchise to a whole new level, with more bikes, more tracks, and deeper features giving both casual players and hardcore fans something to enjoy. Built in Unreal Engine 5, it brings upgraded visuals, realistic engine sounds, richly detailed environments, and smoother performance than ever before. On top of that, a brand new dual physics system lets you choose between arcade or pro handling so you can ride your way. The standout feature has to be the Ride Fest, a festival-style career that lets you progress freely through events instead of following a strict ladder. You pick your events, unlock rewards, and carve your own path to become a top rider. Legendary real-world racers like Kazi Stoner, Troy Bayliss, and Guy Martin appear as rivals to push your skills to the limit. Mark your calendars, the official launch is February 12, 2026 for PlayStation 5, Xbox Series, and PC, with early access opening on February 9, 2026 for certain editions. You'll know who's next on this list. For the first time in the series, Forza Horizon 6 is set in Japan, a location long requested by fans. The world combines urban and rural landscapes, from the neon-lit streets and elevated highways of Tokyo City to serene countryside roads and iconic views like Mount Fuji. Art director Don Assetto, I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing that right, has said the team aims to capture Japan's cultural essence and deliver a world packed with variety and detail, blending traditional and modern environments while making seasonal changes such as cherry blossoms in spring and snowy winter roads a meaningful part of the game. Recent reporting suggests this map could be the largest and most densely populated Horizon world yet, surpassing even Forza Horizon 5 in both size and content. The hype is real. Launch date's not yet confirmed, but it's 2026, and platforms at launch include Xbox Series and PC. A PS5 version is also confirmed, but it will arrive after the initial Xbox and PC release. Finally, the world's most anticipated video game, Grand Theft Auto 6. This open-world crime series continues Rockstar's signature blend of sprawling open-world action, narrative-driven missions, and player freedom in a living, reactive world. A massive new open-world set in fictional state of Leonida with Vice City at its core, featuring urban areas, swamps, countrysides, and more. The game stars two protagonists, Lucia Caminos and Jason Duval, whose criminal partnership fuels a narrative packed with haste, betrayal, and survival. It's dropping on November 19, 2026 on PS5 and Xbox Series at launch. A PC version is expected later but hasn't been officially confirmed yet, so I wanna know who's excited for GTA 6. Drop your comments down below. I really hope you had a blast watching this video. That will be all for me. Thank you so much for watching. Leave a like and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Stay safe, guys.